2 years into their marriage, Chigazi and Amoka had turned their joint venture, Amokogozi Arbitration Ltd., into a household name in eastern Nigeria. They mediated complex disputes between Nigerian importers and foreign manufacturers, especially in textile supply. While their bond remained strong, the pressure of running businesses, raising a young daughter, and managing expectations from both the traditional and modern worlds began to mount. Then came the fire. A faulty electrical surge in Chigazi's main warehouse at ABA Port Harcourt Road triggered a blaze that destroyed nearly 200 million Nigerian nairas worth of imported goods. Dozens of market boys and junior staff were thrown into panic. News spread fast. Odegu Textiles is finished, people whispered. This is why you don't give power to boys who didn't inherit anything. As the flames consumed the warehouse, Chigazi stood silently across the road, hands clenched, his phone buzzing with condolence calls. But what shook him most was the silence from one person, Chief Ibuka. Chief Ibuka had fallen sick weeks earlier. He had retired quietly to his ancestral home in Umuahia, where his health deteriorated further. He refused to speak to journalists or even his old traders' union. When Chigazi and Amoka visited, Chief was lying on a recliner under a mango tree, frail but alert. "Fire is not the end, my son," he said softly, eyes closed. "If you want to rise higher, you must know what it means to lose." Amoka wept. Chigazi, for the first time since boyhood, also cried. "I failed you, sir." "No. You are just beginning." Chief handed him an old ledger, his first trading notebook from 1974. Inside it were records of lost goods, debts owed, and one note on the last page. "Every fall is a rehearsal for flight." Chigazi used the setback to rebuild smarter. He digitized his inventory, ensured every shipment, and built fire-resistant storage using heat-absorbing panels. He launched a program to train 500 apprentices in business continuity and risk management, named it Project Phoenix. Amoka used the incident as a case study and was invited to speak at the Pan-African Business Law Forum in Kigali. Their reputation soared again, not because they never fell, but because of how they rose. Meanwhile, Chief Ibuka's health faded further. Chief called for one final family meeting. On a quiet evening, under the same mango tree, with the moon watching, he spoke slowly. "When I die, don't bury me with gold. Let them bury me in my first wrapper, the one I wore when I entered ABA." He turned to Chigazi and added, "I built with my hands. You built with your heart. Protect my legacy, not in business, but in character." He died a week later. Thousands came. The wrapper he asked for, a faded blue ankara, wrapped around his waist. Chigazi placed the bronze staff beside him in the coffin. Today, Chigazi and Amoka run Ibuka Foundation for Ethical Trade, mentoring youth across West Africa. Their daughter, Edeora, now 8, visits Oriara every month, learning names of fabrics just like her father once did. At the gates of Gozi Textiles HQ, a marble engraving reads, "In honor of Chief Ibuka Okonkwo, who saw a son in an apprentice and gave him a kingdom." And every year on Chief's birthday, Chigazi walks into a village classroom in Engwa and tells his story, not of fire, fame, or fortune, but of faith, humility, and a love that passed from one generation to another.